had gentler invitations.
I am Cassandra Pentagust, Seeker of the Chantry.
And just, what are you seeking?
The champion.
Which one?
You know exactly why I'm here! Time to start talking, dwarf. They tell me you're good at it.
What do you want to know?
Everything. Start at the beginning.
As much hate as this game gets, probably still one of my favorites. I was, yeah, thinking that
Scouts. We will have to fight them sooner or later.
Then we make our stand here. Prepare yourself.
okay. Oh shit, I forgot. Damn.
We can't keep this up forever.
Perhaps we'll be lucky, and they'll run out of Darkspawn.
Here they come. Shall I give them a taste of my blade?
All yours, brother.
Looks like a... Be ready. Another ball!
Brother?
There's no end to them.
Bullshit. That's not what really happened.
Does that not match the story you've heard, Seeker?
I'm not interested in stories. I came to hear the truth.
What makes you think I know the truth?
Don't lie to me! You knew her even before she became the champion.
Even if I did, I don't know where she is now.
Do you have any idea what's at stake here?
Let me guess. Your precious chantry's fallen to pieces and put the entire world on the brink of war. And you need the one person who could help you put it back together.
The champion was at the heart of it when it all began. If you can't point me to her, tell me everything you know.
You aren't worried I'll just make it up as I go?
Not at all.
You'll need to hear the whole story.
He says, okay, well, prepare for a tale. Ouch. Okay. Do we go preset hog? I think so. There we go. All right, import. Do. All right. Nightmare.
The Blight had been unleashed on Ferelden. Darkspawn poured out of the wilds, clashing against the army at the ruins of Ostagar. The battle was a disaster. King Cailan died on the field with his men, betrayed by his most trusted general. Unopposed, the Horde marched on the village of Lothering. The village burned, and many innocents were slaughtered. The champion's family barely escaped in time.
I think that's all of them.
For the
Whoa.
moment, make us save us. We've lost it all. Everything your father and I built.
What the freak?
At least we're alive. That's no small feat.
Yes. You're right. We should have run sooner. Why did we wait so long?
Why are you looking at me? I've been running since Ostagar.
Not to interrupt, but the Blight's not going to wait while we stand here pointing fingers.
Please, Listen to your sister.
Then let's go. Lead on.
Aw, dang it. Didn't think
Now
this
we
through.
fight.
We cannot put it into any chest because I'm not a rogue. God damn it. Okay. Magic. Con. Willpower. Okay. Is that dispel magic? That's gonna be useful.
Wait. Where are we going?
Away from the Darkspawn. Where else?
And then where? We can't just wander aimlessly.
So long as we wander aimlessly away from the Horde, I'm happy.
We can go to Kirkwall.
Well, that wouldn't be my first choice.
There's a lot of Templars in Kirkwall, Mother. I know that. But we still have family
Not
there.
cool.
And an estate. Then we need to get to Gwarin and take ship.
If we survive that long, I'll just be happy to get out of here.
Get ready! You will not have him!
Aveline's a badass.
They will not have you. Not while I breathe.
Oh, oops. Distracted by Skylar. Sorry, Aveline.
Stop squirming, Wesley. You'll make it worse.
Apostate, keep your distance.
Well, the Maker has a sense of humor. Darkspawn and now a Templar. I thought they all abandoned Lothering.
The Spawn are clear in their intent, but a mage is always unknown. The Order dictates.
Wesley.
The Order dictates.
Dear, they saved us. The Maker understands.
Of course.
I am Aveline Valenne. This is my husband, Sir Wesley. We can hate each other when we're safe from the Horde. strange time to be hunting apostates. His fellows left with the Chantry priests.
I was traveling to Denerim on business for the Order, but I had to turn south when I heard of Ostagar.
Bad luck and judgment brought us together here before the attack.
The nice Templar has been convinced to postpone his hunt for illegal mages. So let's not dwell upon it, shall we?
Wise girl.
For a while, it looked like we were the only ones to escape the Darkspawn.
We aren't free of them yet. You didn't see Ostagar. This is just the start.
You were there. Yes, I see it now. Third Company, under Captain Varel.
Then you saw how the whole of the army was defeated.
We fell to betrayal, not the Darkspawn. This arm of the Horde will not have the same advantage.
The wrath of the Templars is terrible indeed.
More so their wives. But as long as there is a greater danger, you and I have an accord.
Thank you, Wesley. For now, we move with you. North is cut off. We barely escaped the main body of the Horde.
Huck's like,
Then
don't
we're
stab
trapped.
me.
The wilds are to the south. That's no way out.
If the options are south or die, I'll take my chances with south.
Do I ship them now? I said, do I ship them now? Mm-hmm.
You ready? I'm ready.
I'm going to put this warning out there now. My fighting in this game, it gets pretty bad. Do a lot of kiting. Nightmare is an accurate description of the difficulty. Good, yeah. Go ahead and do that. No, oh no. Miracles.
Here we go!
Oh god, I should probably take care of this insect first. Regret using that potion. I can't get into these chests because I don't have a rogue. I'm sorry about me. Okay.
Let's finish this!
Oh, she died. Don't want to use any more potions. It's gonna happen.
Quick! Before they regroup, we must press towards the wilds.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna regret that probably, but whatever, it's fine. 'Tis fine. Okay.
I can't believe the dark
Okay.
have reached
I
this
can't do
far
that.
so quickly.
Lame. Okay. Bethany, it was nice knowing you.
Maker, give me strength.
Like, damn.
Bethany! Can't we talk about this? No?
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Didn't even work on him. Goddamn. Okay. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I'm just glad that he's at least hurting. Okay. Any of them have anything? No. I hope he drinks that. Okay, Minka. Oh my god. Carver, I'm so sorry. That is right. Run away. Oh my god. Okay, and here is where the kiting comes in because I need to run. Alright. Now we just run around until he comes back. Okay, run away again. Right.
Now you fall.
Oh no, he was too far away. Shit, I wasted it. Alright, run away again.
Bethany, wake up. The battle's over. We're fine.
I'm sorry, mistress. Your daughter is gone.
No. These things will not take Bethany.
Maybe we should grieve when we're safe.
Don't speak to me of grief. This is your fault. How could you let her charge off like that? Oh, my poor little girl. My sweetheart.
If we stand here weeping, the Darkspawn will take the rest of us too.
Allow me to commend your daughter's soul to the Maker, mistress. Ashes we were, and ashes we become. Maker, give this young woman a place at your side. Let us take comfort in the peace she has found in eternity.
I will never forget you, Bethany.
Oops, oops.
At least Father will have company now.
Flames. We're too late.
Alright, well. At least everybody's back.
What a surprise! They're too powerful!
Oh my god. I'm already gonna go down.
This is going badly!
Okay, And there I am. On the ground, dead. What's this? Just do oh, okay. And these guys.
I'm losing ground. I need help here.
God damn it.
I learned that the hard way. If I were you, I'd spare myself that shame. And since I'm under no legal obligation to continue this bizarre, maybe you do.
It's gonna take a while.
Maker, give me strength.
Bethany! Here we go!
Oh my god. Wow. Oh my god, I stunned my dog. Dang it.
That's enough!
Yep. Gosh dang it. Alright. Okay, alright. Ah, damn.
Since you're not able to tell me anything, and I'm not able to tell you anything,
This is the part in Varric's story that's wrong. Is how easy that fucking fight was before Flemeth shows up. Gosh dang it. we skip this? I don't want to see my sister die again. But making me relive the trauma.
Make her give me strength.
Bethany!
We'll summon the dog first. Oh no. Get out of the way. These things are trying to be distracted by me. My dog already died. Gosh dang it.
Let's finish this! Carver! You'll pay for that! It's too much!
Okay. Run away. Just need to charge again. Yes. Okay, good enough. Should have got him. Oh, okay, good, got him. That was close. Oh my god, that has so much health still. Oh shit.
This is going badly!
God damn it. I hate this fight. It would probably help if I chose other spells, but
Maker,
Probably
give
she
me
went
strength.
fireball.
Bethany!
Okay, if I die one more time,
Can't we?
I'll reload to my last whatever. Level up.
That's enough!
Ow. Well, shit. Whew, that was close. Didn't think that was gonna work. Okay, okay. Thank you. Ah. Okay. Alright, and we'll just keep running. Because I don't want to heal.
This is going badly!
Dog, please help us.
Get back!
That dog did not last long. Shit. Really? Okay, I resisted it. Okay. I'm gonna keep running.
Need.
Oops, oops. Oh, no, no. Just attack. Oh no. Oh god, I go fuck. Oh, I fucked that up so bad. Yeah, I'm just failing epically over here. I have 1 health potion left, and I have to survive a whole other wave of darkspawn after this. Impressive.
Bethany, wake up. The battle's over. We're fine.
I'm sorry,
Stressful.
Mistress. Your daughter is gone.
No. These things will not take Bethany.
Maybe we should grieve when we're safe.
Don't speak to me of grief. This is your fault. How could you let her charge off like that? Oh, my poor little girl. My sweetheart.
If we stand here weeping, the Darkspawn will take the rest of us too.
Allow me to commend your daughter's soul to the Maker, Mistress. Ashes we were, and ashes we become. Maker, give this young woman a place at your side. Let us take comfort in the peace she has found in eternity.
I will never forget you, Bethany.
At least Father will have company now.
Flames. We're too late.
Sorry.
Take this.
Away.
Face me. I stand for all.
There's no end to them.
Thank God.
Well, well. What have we here?
We stand upon the precipice of change.
It used to be we never got visitors to the wilds, but now it seems they arrive in hordes.
Impressive. Where'd you learn how to turn into a dragon?
Perhaps I am a dragon. If so, count yourself
Perhaps
lucky.
you are.
The smell of burning darkspawn does nothing for the appetite. If you wish to flee the darkspawn, you should know you are heading in the wrong direction.
So you're just going to leave us here?
And why not? I spotted a most curious sight. A mighty ogre vanquished. Who could perform such a feat? But now my curiosity is sated and you are safe for the moment. Is that not enough?
Teach me the dragon trick.
You could show me that trick of yours. That looks useful.
I dare say it is. Such a clever tongue for a mage. Tell me, clever child, how do you intend to outrun the Blight?
We're going to Kirkwall, in the Free Marches.
Kirkwall? Aye, but that is quite the voyage you plan. So far, simply to flee the Darkspawn.
Any better suggestions? I hear the deep roads are vacant now.
Oh, you I like. Hurtled into the chaos, you fight, and the world will shake before you.
Skeptical ass stare.
Chance. I can never decide. It appears fortune smiles on us both today. I may be able to help you yet.
There must be a catch.
There is always a catch. Life is a catch. I suggest you catch it while you can.
Should we even trust her? We don't even know what she is.
I know what she is. The Witch of the Wilds.
Some call me that. Also Flemeth. Asha Belinar. An old hag who talks too much.
Asha Belinar.
Does it matter? I offer you this. I will get your group past the Horde in exchange for a simple delivery to a place not far out of your way. Would you do this for a Witch of the Wilds?
A Witch of the Wilds. Key part there.
Should we trust her?
Wesley is injured. We'll never escape the Darkspawn.
If you need to, leave me behind.
No. I said I would drag you out if I had to, and I meant it.
They're so cute.
What is a Witch of the Wilds exactly?
A chastened legend. Witches that steal children.
Bah, as if I had nothing better to do.
Then you're an apostate.
Yes, we have so much in common.
Yes.
You would go through all that trouble to have something delivered.
I have an appointment to keep. It is far more convenient this way. Happily, you're not without your own needs.
Roast a few more Darkspawn? I'll do anything you want.
Sadly, my charity is at an end. There is a clan of Dalish elves near the city of Kirkwall. Deliver this amulet to their keeper, Marithari. Do as she asks with it, and any debt between us is paid in full. Before I take you anywhere, however, there is
Spoiler
another
alert, it's a
matter.
Horcrux.
No, leave him alone.
What has been done to your man is within his blood already.
You lie!
She's right, Aveline. I can feel the corruption inside me.
What are you talking about?
From the Darkspawn. All that blood. I knew when it happened.
And how much time before you?
Not long now, if I am any judge.
This corruption is the permanent sort, I take it.
The only cure I know of is to become a Grey Warden.
And they all died at Ostagar.
Not all, but the last are now beyond your reach.
Aveline, listen to me.
You can't ask me this. I won't.
Please. The corruption is a slow death. I can't.
He's your husband, Evelyn. I can't decide his fate.
Be strong, my love.
Without an end, there can be no peace.
That's not what she needs to hear right
It
now,
gets
Plymouth.
no easier. Your struggles have only just begun.
Flemeth,
I thought that might interest you.
you expect me to believe a myth swooped out of the wild to save the champion?
Oh, come now, Seeker. Do I need to recite the tale of the Warden as well?
No.
Right, not the first time it happened.
Perhaps I shouldn't be surprised to hear of her involvement.
I liked my version better, too.
What else aren't you telling me, then? Did she send someone with the champion?
In a manner of speaking.
So it's true. Continue. But if you tell me they all flew to Kirkwall on a dragon...
Nothing so fanciful, I assure you.
This is
The
pre-Scarps.
witch kept her word and got them to Guaran, where they took ship.
Boss pick.
They sailed north across the waking sea, lashed by terrible storms. 2 weeks they spent in that dark hold,
Monsters.
packed in with the fearful and the desperate. And then they saw it. Kirkwall, the city of chains.
I'm so excited.
Long
to
ago,
always
it was
go
part of the Imperium. Slaves coming from far and wide to work the quarries. Now, it's a free city. But I use the word loosely. Sail through those black cliffs and you'll see what the slaves of old saw. The gallows, welcoming you. That's where their ship landed, with all the rest.
Like, I really don't get why this game gets so much hate. It is so beautiful! What's wrong with my arm? Oh my god, we sailed across on that tiny thing? I'm excited to see the places we'll get to go in Veilguard. Return to the free marches.
They're not letting anyone into the city.
What? That can't be.
It's true. Look at them all.
Are we really surprised? Everyone's fleeing the Blight. Just as we are.
And they would throw us all back to the wolves. Unbelievable.
I'm only surprised they let us dock.
We need to find Gamlen. Our family has always been highly regarded in Kirkwall. He can do something, I'm sure of it.
Let's hope he received your letter.
The guards seem to be reporting to that man. Perhaps we should speak to him.
What's that? I don't know if it's worth it to do the upgrades first. So we'll start with that. I mean, I already did that. But whatever, it's fine. Whatever.
Our ship is already left. How are we supposed to leave?
Get back to the crowd, you lot. Trying to bully your way through won't get you into Kirkwall any faster.
But you do intend to let us in.
We have enough poor of our own in the free marches. We don't need you refugees piling up here like a middens heap.
Why aren't we being allowed into the city?
If it were up to me, I'd bar the gates and let you find somewhere else to beg. But it's not. Some of you lot might have legitimate business in the city. So Knight Commander Meredith wants us to sort you all out. Most of you are getting right back on your ships, though.
That's a Templar title. Why would a city guardsman answer to the Templars?
We don't answer to her, but she's the power in Kirkwall. Don't know what would happen if
So
the
you answer
Viscount
to
went
her.
against something she wanted. But he's sure never taken that chance.
I heard someone call this fortress the Gallows. Is it a prison?
Used to be. Back in the Imperial days. They kept slaves here until the rebellion. Now the Templars run it, and use it to lock up their mages. Guess not much has changed.
Are mages imprisoned here?
Well, no more than anywhere else. It's a circle of magi now. Magic is to serve man, not rule him. And mages are better locked up where they don't hurt anyone.
Yeah, I've never noticed it, but the city guard armor actually, like, the skull on it kind of gives me Imperium vibes.
There must be someone in charge I can speak with.
Yes, always the same story. You want in, talk to Captain Ewald. I'm just here to keep you refuse from climbing the walls.
Why don't they open their bloody gates?
Tell me, how did your family escape Lothering? Almost everyone who hadn't fled.
My older sister. If she wasn't with us, I don't think we'd be here.
But
Oh
you
my
seem
god,
quite
Carver,
skilled as
that's
well.
the nicest
I'm not
shit
my
you've ever
sister.
said.
What are we going to do?
What do you want? Money?
I mean, look at this shit. Mom, how did you already get
Where are
up
we
there?
supposed to go?
I don't know, sir. But there's nothing for you here.
Okay,
Let us through,
this
you
guy out.
flaming blighter. We're not staying in this pit.
Then get back on your ship and leave. Kirkwall has no more room for refugees.
The ship's already gone. We've paid good coin to get here.
You and half of Ferelden. There's nothing I can do. The city is full.
One of the guards said you were letting in people who have business in the city.
That's right. We've seen you let lots of people through.
Citizens and merchants that make it worth our while. I'll assume that you don't have any more coin than these gentlemen. We've been letting you Fereldans in for months. You're too late. There's no more room.
But we've got family here.
I've heard claims like that 1,000 times already, trust me. We'll find some ships to take you all back to Ferelden, eventually. Until then, you stay here.
If you find our uncle, Gamlin Amel, you might just have a few less refugees bothering you.
Gamlin? I know that name.
He's a nobleman here in the city. Our family has an estate.
A nobleman? The only Gamlin I know is a weasel who couldn't rub two coppers together. He comes back, I'll bring you to him. But I don't have time to...
What? You gonna let them through?
I didn't say anything about...
We've been here for 4 days. They just got here. That's it. We're carving our way out of here. Men?
I mean, look at their armor. Far better than what we have on. Excuse me. Alright, still stuck. Excuse me. No, Sergeant. One thing that sucks about fighting in this game is all the backup. Right when you're like, oh yeah, we're winning, we're gonna get away with this, and then a whole nother group drops in. Yeah, see, just like that. They said, oh, you mean us?
That's right, you heard me!
Okay.
Unbelievable.
Captain!
Absolutely
are you
covered in
all right?
blood.
I am, no thanks to you. Where is everyone? Go find them. I want this kept under control. You have my thanks. Look, I can't get you into the city. It's not my decision. But I'll find your uncle and bring him here.
It's been 3 days. This waiting has to end.
I'm sure it won't be much longer. Gamlen must still be looking for us.
And if he's not?
Don't look now, but I think that's our man.
Leandra! Damn, girl, the years haven't been kind to you.
Gamlen!
Let me say up front, I wasn't expecting this. The Blight, your husband, dead. I'd figured you'd pretty much be Ferelden for life.
Oh, Gamlen. We came too late. My darling Bethany didn't make it, and Drastic guide her.
Oh, make her save me. Leandra, don't drop this on me here. I don't even know if I can help you get in.
Bless you.
Would it help if I said you were my favorite uncle?
It'd make me feel better, but that's about it. I was hoping to grease some palms, but the Knight Commander's been cracking down. We're gonna need more grease.
But what about the estate? Surely Father left something when he died?
Right, about the estate. It's, gone. To settle a debt. I've been meaning to write you.
Then there's no hope.
Not quite. I know some people who might help. If you're not too delicate about the company you keep.
Let's hear it, Uncle. What do you have in mind?
I talked to my contacts, and I found some people who might be willing to pay your way into the city. The catch is, you and your brother will have to work off the debt. For a year.
A year?
It's the best I could do. Trust me when I say a bunch of refugees won't get a better option anywhere else.
I'm sure we'll be free and clear before we know it.
I managed to convince my contacts to come to the gallows to meet you personally. Mirren heads up the mercenary company, the Red Iron. They're looking for recruits. Fenril, I guess you might call her a smuggler. Either one of them can help you. All you need to do is find them in the courtyard and convince them you're worth the trouble.
What do you think about this, Carver?
What can I say? Better here than nowhere.
Let's find them and see what they have to say.
Oh, Gamlen, I don't know about this.
It's a lot of coin, Leandra. Don't go expecting our name to carry the kind of weight it used to.
And what of me? I will not allow others to incur debts on my behalf.
Can't see that it makes a difference. You look like a lady who can pull her own weight.
Then you'll come with us.
I have no real option. Thank you.
Wait, who the fuck just yelled? Did you already have some codex entries? Hurlock, taller than their Ginlock cousins. The Hurlocks are rough. You know, we already know what these are. I'm wondering if these are the, like, exactly the same. Okay, here we go. Kirkwall once lived on the edge of the Deventer Imperium and was home to nearly 1 million slaves. Stolen from elven lands or shipped across the sea, all slaves fed the Imperium's unquenchable thirst for expansion. They worked in massive quarries and sweltering foundries that produced stone and steel for the Empire. The city's complicated past is not easy to forget, history having unmarked many corners of the stone city. A ship approaching the harbor spots the city's namesake, an imposing black wall. It is visible for miles, and carved into the cliffside are a pantheon of vile guardians representing the old gods. Over the years, the Chantry has effaced many of these profane sentinels, but it will take many more years to erase them all. Also carved into the cliff is a channel that permits ships into the city's interior. Flanking the channel are 2 massive bronze statues, the twins of Kirkwall. The statues have a practical use. Kirkwall sits next to the narrowest point of the waking sea, and a massive chain net can be erected between the statues and the lighthouse, closing off the only narrow navigable lane. The stranglehold on sea traffic is jealousy guarded by ever-changing rulers of the city as the net trolls taxes, tolls, and extortions in from the sea. Look at that. Brother Jenna TV. Pursuit of knowledge. If I knew a better way to deal with magic, I would seize upon it immediately. You say we should let the mages guard themselves. I tell you that this is no solution. Look at the Teventer Imperium. Their magisters do not know restraint. Without chantry oversight, the magisters abuse their power. Even without magic, those without magic are trampled underfoot and forced to serve. Slaves are slaughtered by the hundreds to feed the magisters' hunger for power. Even some mages are not spared. For in mages, as in all humans, there exists a spectrum. On one end, the very powerful, on the other, those who can barely light a candle. The Empire cares only for the strongest, and those who do not compare favorably are thrown to the wolves. Imagine your children growing up in such a world. If a mage asked it of you, you would have to give him your daughter, not knowing what his plans for her might be. You could not resist him, and neither could she. Without our Templars and without the Circle, the common man would have no defense against magic. We must deny the mages certain freedoms for the common good. I wish there was another way. I tell the apprentice this is a test of their faith, that it is a will of the Maker. Many understand that we do what we do for their own good. Excerpt from a letter from Grand Cleric Francesca of Starkhaven to Lord Guthrie Apples. Those who had sought to claim heaven by violence destroyed it. What was golden and pure turned black. Those who had once been mage lords, the brightest of their age, were no longer men but monsters. Threnodies 12:1. Sin was the midwife that ushered the Darkspawn into this world. The Magisters fell from the Golden City, and their fate encompassed all of our worlds, for they were not alone. No one knows where the Darkspawn come from. A dark mockery of men, in the darkest places they thrive, growing in numbers as a plague of locusts will. In raids, they will often take captives, dragging their victims alive to the deep roads, but most evidence suggests that those are eaten. Like spiders, it seems Darkspawn prefer their food still breathing. Perhaps they are simply spawned by darkness. Certainly we know that evil has no trouble perpetuating itself. The last blight was in the Age of Towers, striking once at the heart of Teventer, spreading south into Orlais and east into the Free Marches. The plague spread as far as Ferelden, but the withering and twisting of the lands stopped well beyond our borders. Here Darkspawn had never been more than the stuff of legends. In the northern lands, however, particularly Teventer and the Anderfels, they say Darkspawn haunt the hinterlands, preying on outlawing farmers and isolated villages, a constant threat. Sister Patrine. See, some of these I'm like, I definitely read this exact codex. Oh yeah. You weren't able to see this, but I named her Annette, because it's Bethany Carver, ABC. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, my younger sister Bethany died during the family's flight from Lothering, leaving Annette and Bethany's twin brother Carver as the only surviving child. Like Annette, Bethany was an apostate mage in hiding from the Circle since childhood. Protecting Annette and Bethany from the Templars became the defining fact of the family's life, forcing them to move frequently and live well below their means in small hamlets like Lothering. Bethany was close to her eldest sibling and idolized and envied the way Annette embraced magic, but she could never give up her resentment of being different and fear for what the future would hold. Wow, so literally both of my siblings resent me. Cool. You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Ages ago, legend says Ban Konabar took the wife of a beautiful young woman who harbored a secret talent for magic, Flemeth of Highever. and for a time they lived happily, until the arrival of a young poet, Osen, who captured the lady's heart with his verse. They turned to the chastened tribes for help and hid from Konobar's wrath in the wilds, until word came to them that Konobar lay dying. His last wish was to see Flemeth's face one final time. The lovers returned, but it was a trap. Konobar killed Osen and imprisoned Flemeth in the highest tower of the castle. In grief and rage, Flemeth worked a spell to summon a spirit into the world to wreak vengeance upon her husband. Vengeance she received, but not as she planned. The spirit took possession of her, turning Flemeth into an abomination, a twisted, maddened creature. She slaughtered Konobar and all his men, and fled back into the wilds. For 100 years, Flemeth plotted, stealing men from the chastened to sire monstrous daughters. Horrific things that could kill a man with fear. These Kakari witches led an army of chastened from the wilds to strike at the Alamari tribes. I'm gonna get a redo. They were defeated by the hero Cormac, and all the witches burned, so they say. But even now the Wilders whisper that Flemeth lives on in the marsh, and she and her daughters steal those men who come too near. Morrigan's mother saved the last Grey Wardens from death at the top of the Tower of Vashal, but just who or what Flemeth truly is a mystery. Daughter of Malcolm and Leandra, we lived in many places throughout Ferelden. Our father was a mage. His gifts were passed on to both Annette and Bethany. Fun fact, if you choose the human mage origin in Origins, you're an Amel. Oh, my bad. Right? Yeah. Which is kind of confusing. Because if the Amels are in the free marches, whatever, you know, we're not going to get too into it. Malcolm refused to submit himself to the Chantry rule. He kept his abilities a secret and taught his daughters to do the same. Therefore, the family was constantly on the move to avoid Templar hunters. 10 years ago, the family settled in the village of Lothering, building a home on the outskirts and making a life where they would forever be on the run. Though Leandra worried constantly that the Templars would one day catch up to them, Malcolm's teachings were sufficient to keep them safe. He died 3 years ago, leaving Annette responsible for the welfare of her mother and younger siblings. When the Blight began, Carver enlisted in King Caelin's regiment, saying the hordes spilling from the Kokari wilds meant their home would be quickly overrun if the Darkspawn was not defeated immediately. Annette remained in Lothering to safeguard the family. Carver appeared on their doorstep almost a month later, exhausted and injured. King Caelin had been betrayed and slain at Ostagar, and the horde was advancing on Lothering. Though Annette and the others were making plans to leave, they fled their home before they were fully prepared, and it may still be too late. Art of War. Okay. I'm actually kind of confused by that. Because if the mage side is from the hawk side of the family, then why were we a mage Amel? Would it be explained if I would have chose mage? But I don't think I want to play a mage in the next, installment. I think I want to go rogue again, because I didn't want to do 3 rogues in a row. That would be silly. But I've done it. Okay, anyway. Alright. Kirkwall, the gallows. Statues of tortured slaves fill the gallows courtyard, a ghastly memento of Kirkwall's history. 1,500 years ago, Kirkwall was the Tventer Imperium's largest quarry, feeding the construction of the Imperial Highway. The Imperium's hunger for expansion led to legions of slaves forced into working the quarry. Legions. I feel like I said something else. Anyway. When the Empire's construction phase ended, Kirkwall slid naturally into its new role as the capital of the slave trade, the gallows at its heart. The statues are not monuments to the suffering of slaves. Are they not? Every inch and angle of the court... What? Whatever. Every inch and angle of the courtyard was designed by magisters bent on breaking the spirit of newcomers. Executions here took place daily, sometimes hourly, and corpses were hung from the gibbets throughout the yard. New slaves trudging in from the docks saw what awaited them. When Our Lady turned her armies against the Imperium, the slaves of Kirkwall revolted and claimed the city for themselves. The gallows stood empty for 200 years, not to be reopened until the crowning of Divine Justinia I. The gallows transformed the city again when the abandoned prison tower became the home of Kirkwall Circle. Okay. Yeah, that will definitely break someone's spirit.
I've already told you, I can't give you any more for them.
But that was everything we have. It's all we brought with us.
And I feel for you, Sarah, but it's the best I can do.
If they just let us into the city, I could get 3 times that price.
Myron?
Your business is done.
But...
Now then, what can I do for you, Sarah?
I didn't think there'd be any stores here in the fortress.
There are many merchants who come here right now who can't afford the bribes to enter the city. So the Templars suggested having someone set up shop, temporarily. And I am the lucky man.
Excuse me.
You mean you paid your own bribes to be here?
If they allowed everyone to set up shop, this place would turn into a bazaar. Sadly, there's only so much I can do for those Fereldans. Poor sods.
I'm sure you're very broken up over it.
I meant you. Folks like yourself.
She didn't seem very happy with the deal you made.
What am I supposed to do? Buy every piece of furniture these people dragged with them?
You mean people like us?
Of course. My apologies. My point is that I'm running a business, not a charitable order. I'm sorry.
I imagine the profits help with the guilt.
I don't need anything.
As you wish, Sarah.
I mean, it's a lie. We definitely need stuff. You just can't help us right now. Also, I'm definitely not doing the red iron stuff because a majority of the guys that you fight for the red iron, like, starting questline are freaking immune to magic. It's quite annoying. These guys. These are the dudes. I hate them. Okay. Just, make sure we got all the codexes. Alright. We're gonna go be smugglers. A Fenrir. My lady. Sorry, just had to check.
Are you a Fenrir?
You must be Gamlen's niece. Interesting. I don't know what he told you about us, but he certainly told us a great deal about you.
How much exactly?
Enough to pique our interest, provided you can justify your uncle's confidence.
How did you get to be one of my uncle's contacts?
Is that what he calls me? He owes us after that last big idea. If you turn out, though, we'll consider things even.
Tell me what you need done.
There's a merchant named Cavril, friend of the Templars, so they let him set up his little shop here in the gallows. We supplied him in return for a piece of the take, but now he won't pay up. We can't go near him without him screaming for the guard, but you can. Get our money from him and you're in.
Well, we'll see how this goes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we just stole it out of the
Greetings
chest
once
last
again,
time
Sarah.
because we were a
Have you come to
rogue.
trade?
I believe you owe your business partners something.
Oh, I see.
Should I go tell the guards?
Not just yet. I want to hear this. So, Ethenril sent you to collect, did she? Too cowardly to do it herself.
We're all friends here now. I should have saved before talking to this guy so I could try all these
Care to
options.
step in here?
Only because this toad deserves it. You have a choice. Pay, or I beat it out of you, and your men.
Hey!
Stay back. Take what's in the chest. Take it all. Now I'm getting out of here. Let those guards find someone else to buy Dogland junk.
Dogland junk.
You could have given us something more challenging.
Will you look at that? Tell your uncle we'll make the arrangements. Welcome aboard.
She could have given us something more challenging, but I am so glad she did not. Okay, well, never mind then. Walking bomb or dispel magic or something for primal. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and take this because I just know we're gonna run into the frickin' blood mages and they're so evil. They're so powerful in this.
Any luck?
Was there ever any doubt?
I'll speak to Ethenril and see when the bribes can be made. Wait here.
I guess we did it. We're here to stay, at least for a while.
No more running for our lives unless we really have to.
If only Bethany were here with us.
And Wesley.
Well, we're off to a fantastic start. Let's see what else this city has in store.
Thus began the champion's first year in Kirkwall. Word arrived from across the sea that the hero of Ferelden had defeated the Blight. But Lothering was destroyed. Kirkwall was the champion's home now. So she remained, paying off her debt. Made a name for herself.
That's
in
not
the
what I look
underworld.
like.
It was a busy year in the city. That's when the Kunari landed. A great storm had caught their ship and left hundreds of warriors stranded in the city, waiting to return home. That's also when the trouble began with the mages. The Templars had become very powerful under Knight Commander Meredith. But, most importantly, That's when I first met the champion.
That's when the trouble with mages began. Not centuries before. Knight Commander Meredith.
No! Andraste's tits, human. You know how many people want to hire onto this expedition?
Look, we know you're going into the deep roads. You'll need to hire the best, and we're...
No! You're too late. Already done.
The money from this trip could fix everything. You need us. We fought Darkspawn.
Look, Precious. I don't care if you tore the horns off an ogre with your bare hands.
You make him understand. We're running from your bloody Templars.
My brother has a point. It's on his head, but it's still valid.
Oh, thanks for that.
So, what about Bertrand? We're just what
He's gonna absolutely hate sarcastic Hawk.
Quick way out of the slums, right? You and every other Ferelden in this dump. Find another meal ticket.
Well, back to waiting for someone to turn us in.
You can relax. After all, the Templars dogging us are mine.
Did I sound that bad? Maker, I'm turning into Gamlen. Gamlen? He's got a head for this garbage. Maybe he can talk to Bertrand. He knows some people. After last week, we need all the coin and influence we can get.
Oh my gosh.
You catch more flies with honey. But Gamlen's bullshit could work too.
Well, he did get us into the city, right? What else can we do? We're losing ground, and I don't fancy waking up in the gallows.
Hey!
I knew a guy once who could take every coin out of your pockets just by smiling at you. But you don't have the style to work Hightown, let alone the Merchant's Guild. You might want to find yourself a new line of work. Off you go. How do you do? Merrick Tethras, at your service.
How do you do?
I apologize for Bertrand. He wouldn't know an opportunity if it hit him square in the jaw.
Look at all that chest.
But you would.
I would. What my brother doesn't realize is that we need someone like you. He would never admit it either. He's too proud. I, however, am quite practical.
Quite practical.
What makes you so certain we can help? You know nothing about us.
Oh, on the contrary. You've made quite the name for yourself over the last year. The Coterie has been squeezing smugglers out left and right, and the only group to survive owes it all to you two. The name Hawk is on many lips these days. Not bad for a Ferelden fresh off the boat.
You must have heard of my brother as well, then.
A little, yes. But it is you they speak most of, Messer.
That figures.
Your brother is certainly welcome to join us by all means, but I'll leave that in your hands.
Oh, I'm going. Without this expedition, we won't last out the year.
You're going awfully far out of your way just to hire another guard.
We don't need another hireling. We need a partner. The truth is, Bertrand's been tearing his beard out trying to fund this on his own, but he can't do it. Invest in the expedition. 50 sovereigns and he can't refuse. Not with me there to vouch for you.
Why would you stick your neck out for a complete stranger?
I'd rather take a chance on someone with your reputation than head into the deep roads unprepared. And besides, we'd be your partners. I'm willing to give a little trust if you are.
I hope there's more to this. Like how I'm supposed to get that much coin together.
You need to think big. There's only a brief window after a blight when the deep roads won't be crawling with darkspawn. The treasure you find down there could set you and your family up for life.
Come on. The dwarf makes some sense. No offense. Look, you started this, and it's a good idea. Certainly better than ending up in the gallows.
We work together, you and I, and before you know it, you'll have all the capital you need.
Excuse me.
What do you say?
It's not like I had anything better planned.
Perfect. Kirkwall's crawling with work. You set aside some coin from every job and you'll have the money in no time.
Sure, easy. But maybe Aveline's got some bounties out. She joined the city guard, right?
We should talk privately when you get the chance. In the Hanged Man, maybe. I'll be there when I'm not with you. Now, let's go see what trouble we can stir up. Town, where the rich go to piss their money away. This really is the best place in Kirkwall.
Oh, wait. Okay, first let's go see our boys. It's been so long. Hold on.
Bodan Feddick, purveyor of
Oh,
goods both
Bodan.
common and rare, at your service. And this is my son, Sandal, who is as brilliant an enchanter as you'll ever find. Say hello to the nice human, Sandal. Hello. We shall be accompanying your expedition and providing the needed supplies. It's all quite exciting, isn't it?
The thought of adventure does make me giddy.
A kindred soul, surely. But I digress. Do you wish to peruse my wares, or perhaps make use of Sandal's unique talents? Enchantment?
Enchantment?
Just so.
Let's see what your son can do.
Enchantment!
I just like hearing how excited he gets about enchantment. Yeah, we have no money. Well, we have some money now. Okay. Oh, oh.
They'll let anyone into Hightown these days.
Hey, watch your mouth.
You know, Junior, it's eerie how much resemblance there is between you two.
She's my sister. Of course there's a resemblance.
Oh, you thought I meant Hawk. I was talking about Gamlin.
Oh, no.
You dwarf.
It's gonna be my house one day. At the height of the Deventer Imperium's slave trade, Kirkwall's elite prospered beyond dreams of avarice. Hightown was built for the wealthiest slavers, its glitzy mansion rising atop a great wall of rock that borders on one side the waking sea. Lowtown cowered on its other side until Kirkwall's slaves rose to plunder and destroy Hightown's riches. Today, Hightown's prominent buildings are the Keep, home of the ruling Viscount and the Chantry, home of the Grand Cleric and the city's religious center. Both are converted estates that once housed wealthy magisters, rebuilt and converted after the uprising. And stuff. Oh, not on this side though. You can go up there to talk to Aveline. But first, we'll run about.
Good day.
Sebastian. Sebastian! Stop this madness. The Chantry cannot condone revenge, Sebastian.
It is my right, my duty, to show these assassins there is nowhere in the Free Marches to hide.
This is murder.
No. What happened to my family was murder.
It's like Scottish. Well, we'll sign up for that. Oh, I swear to God, this chest is locked. Okay. But it is nothing. Just gotta check everywhere, and then we'll go to, you know, the Viscount's Keep. I think that's what it's called. Okay. Now, what I struggled with when I was just replaying this, I ran out of health potions, and then, I mean, like, you could make them, for sure. Like, order them, whatever, but I couldn't, like, buy any from anywhere. And I don't, as I say this, I'm kind of like, wait, why is that even a problem? I know I can go and order them, but I think it's because only health potions pop up here for your quick heal. Otherwise you have to go over here to use the elf root potions, but whatever.
More Ferelden refugees.
Dude, shut
Nothing
up.
to see here.
Oh, that's nicer than what we have. Oh, a backpack. That'll be nice. Okay, nothing over here. Very well, very well. Worthy.
Hawk, long time no see, my friend.
Well, if it isn't Worthy, the dwarf with the incredibly ironic name.
I only advertise the truth. You aren't still
Rude.
working for Athenril, are you? Your year must be up by now.
Still trying to ferret out everyone's business, I see.
Of course. How else do you expect a dwarf to make a living? I'll tell you what. I still have my old contacts. You need some rune crafting done, I can arrange it for you. Take care, Hawk. Don't get dead.
Don't get dead.
When we're done in the deep roads, I'm buying everything.
You want daggers? Got them too?
Okay. Back over here. Just making sure. Okay.
That's ridiculous. How could anyone believe that?
You're getting mud on my floor.
Don't touch anything. I've arranged all of the papers alphabetically. How much longer do I have to...
It is no simple matter, safeguarding ordinary men from mages, and mages from themselves. Each circle tower must have the measure of self-government, for it is ever the Maker's will that men be given the power to take responsibility for their own actions, to sin and fail as well as to achieve the highest grace and glory of our own strength. You will be tasked with the protection of the circle, must be aware of its workings. The first enchanter is the heart of any tower. He will determine the course of his circle. He will determine the course his circle will take. He will choose which apprentices may be tested and made full mages, and you will work most closely with him. Assisting the first enchanter will be the senior enchanters, a small council of the most trusted and experienced magi in the tower. From this group, the next first enchanter is always chosen. Beneath the council are the enchanters. These are the teachers and mentors of the tower, and you must get to know them in order to keep your finger on the pulse of the circle, for the enchanters will always know what is happening among the children. All those who have passed their harrowing, but have not yet taken the apprentices, are mages. This is where most trouble in the circle lies, in the idleness and inexperience of youth. The untested apprentices are the most numerous denizens of any tower, but they more often pose threats to themselves, due to their lack of training, than to anyone else. Knight Commander Serene of the Chantry Templars, in a letter to his successor.
How much longer do I have to wait?
The Viscount must be terribly busy.
I don't think we can go in here. No, we can. Chantry Hierarchy. The Divine is the titular head of the Chantry, although since the Schism split the Imperial Chantry into its own faction, there are now, in fact, 2 Divines at any one time. One Divine, informally called the White Divine, is a woman housed in the Grand Cathedral in Valrayo. The other, known as the Black Divine, is a man housed in the Argent Spire in Minrathous. Neither divine recognizes the existence of the other, and the informal names are considered sacrilegious. No matter the gender, a divine is addressed as most holy or your perfection. Beneath the rank of divine is the Grand Cleric. Each Grand Cleric presides over numerous chantries and represents the highest religious authority for their region. They travel to Valrio when the College of Clerics convenes, but otherwise remain where they are assigned. All Grand Clerics are addressed as Your Grace. Beneath the Grand Cleric is the Mother, or in the Imperial Chantry, the Father. If a mother is in charge of a particular chantry, revered is appended to her title. These are the priests responsible for administering the spiritual well-being of their flock. A mother or revered mother is addressed as Your Reverence. Brothers and sisters form the rank and file of the chantry and consist of three main groups: affirmed, initiates, and clerics. Affirmed are the lay brethren of the chantry, those regular folk who turn to the chantry for succor. Often they are people who have led difficult or irreligious life and have chosen to go into seclusion, or even orphans and similar unfortunates who were raised into the chantry life. The affirmed take care of the chantry and are in turn afforded a life of quiet contemplation, no questions asked. Only those folk who take vows become initiates. These are men and women in training, whether in academic knowledge or the martial skills of a warrior. All initiates receive an academic education, although only those who seek to become Templars learn how to fight in addition. Clerics are the true academics of the chantry, those men and women who have dedicated themselves to the pursuit of knowledge. They are often found in chantry archives, sages presiding over libraries of books and arcane knowledge. The most senior of these clerics, placed in charge of such archives, are given the title Elder. Though such a rank is still beneath that of a mother, all other brothers and sisters are addressed simply by noting their title before their names, such as Brother Genitivi. A guide from Ambassadors of Vervain.
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day. I do hope the Viscount remembers to eat supper today.
Good day, Sarah.
The Lamarin Accords. 50 years. That's how long it took the Imperium to drive out the Canary occupation. But the rest of northern Thedas was not so lucky. Both divines, white and black, declared exalted marches, and for the only time since the schism of the Chantry, they worked together. A century-long siege resulted, and the giant Canary entrenched in Antiva and Ravane and all of Thedas, throwing armies against them. The war drained the resources of every nation in Thedas, leaving most on the brink of collapse. For the giants, it did not appear to be the damage to their armada or the loss of their soldiers, but the terrible toll upon Ravani population that prompted their retreat. When the third new exalted march had all but massacred the people of Kantar, without ever chipping the Canary occupying forces, the giants finally withdrew. The treaty that put an official end to the Canary Wars was signed on the politically neutral island of Lamarin, off the southern coast of Ravane. 150 years after their assault on the mainland began, the Canary left our shores. They received the northern archipelago. I don't know how to say this word, I swear to God. Archipelago. Whatever. I'm not going to say it the way that I always thought it was pronounced. In exchange for cessation of the hostilities against all the nations on the Accord. Only Teventa refused to sign, and so the war continues to rage in the Imperium to present day. It's worth noting, however, that the Kingdom of Ravane immediately violated the treaty, twice. Once when the humans of northern Ravane, nearly all practitioners of the Qun, and therefore by definition Canary, refused to leave their homes and go in exile to the islands. And again when the Ravane Chantry and nationalist forces, unable to convert its people back to the worship of the Maker, tried to purge by the sword, slaughtering countless unarmed people and burying them in mass graves. It's a fortunate mystery that the leaders of the Kantar did not alert their allies in the Northern Passage, or we'd still be fighting the giants now. From the Exalted Marches, an examination of Chantry warfare. Damn. Thank you. Yes. Archipelago. I don't know why, because 100% it is not spelled that way, but I really always thought it was arpeggio. And there's no reason for that. Bottled scar. Oh, okay, anyway. Enigma of Kirkwall. The Viscount is suspicious, but the bribe was sufficient to gain access to the restricted section of the archives. The money would have been better spent elsewhere, the archives being almost devoid of Imperium-era records. When the slaves revolted, they hunted magisters and burned the city. At least the parts that could be burned. One account says that the streets were littered with piles of scrolls and books set aflame. Is your quest futile? Did the slaves destroy the answer? As Mepharaf's armies toppled the Imperium, they sent 3 magisters and their legions here. They never arrived. But why march here of all places? What were they coming for? Behind a panel with curious markings signed, The Band of 3. I've only ever heard it, I've probably heard it in, like, music class in high school or something like that, but when I think about it, I think about the show The Aristocats and the song they sing at the beginning. They're like, something, something in arpeggios. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, anyway. And for some reason, those just got mixed up in my head. Oh, gosh, get out of the way, guys. Oh, yep, can't go in there. Don't brandish your weapon here. Put it away. Put it away. There we go.
The Viscount must be terribly busy. I've been waiting most of the day.
That
So
corner
many
looks
gossipers.
dusty. How embarrassing.
Bro, what? What an interesting outfit. Can't go in there.
Fine day, Sarah.
Indeed, Sarah. While some of my contemporaries dispute whether the Fifth Blight was a true blight or merely a large darkspawn resurgence, historians agree that it began in the swamps of the Kokari Wilds on the southeastern border of Ferelden in the year 930 Dragon. King Kaelin Thurin was swift in responding to the threat, gathering the royal army, every Grey Warden in his country, and sending a call for aid to the Ferelden nobility. The assembled armies laid a trap in the ruins of Ostagar, hoping to crush the force before it reached civilization, but they failed. Darkspawn overran the defenders of Ostagar and decimated the king and his army. I'm just now realizing that we did not do Return to Ostagar. Whatever, it's fine. They continued their advance into Ferelden unopposed. Only 2 Grey Wardens managed to escape the slaughter, and somehow they came into possession of ancient treaties, which compelled the races of men to join arms against the massing horde. That they did. Kathleen, I'll talk to you in a moment. I'm snooping through everybody's stuff. Can you open that, or do you need 20? Oh, you can open that, okay. Standard, he needs 20 cunning for that, okay. Alright, nothing in there, okay. Now we'll talk to you.
Hello, Hawk.
She doesn't even look at me.
What? Oh, right. Sorry. It feels like we just talked. I've been keeping an eye on you. Information is one of the few perks of this job. Watch out for Bartrand. He's a son of a bitch.
You know I don't like it when you have people watch me.
Saved me camping on your doorstep. After what we went through to get here, well, you're no child, but I take care of my friends. The places they have me patrolling, I've got time.
A person in your position seems like they might learn some profitable things.
You know better than to ask that.
One day you'll be frustrated enough to go for it.
It's like I'm sitting on my hands. There are dangerous people in this city. In fact, I might have a job for you. Let me know if you want to do a favor for Kirkwall. Otherwise, I'm here if you need me. Maker knows I could use more satisfying work.
Seems like Kirkwall suits you.
It has been a challenge. Lots of opportunity, if you're the type the locals want.
Are you?
If you argue enough, you kind of convince yourself.
The Blight is over. You could go back to Lothering.
That wasn't home for me. It was just where the Horde pressed us. It wasn't the first village I saw fall. But you don't get used to people losing everything.
I'd been away already. I don't know if I'd still call it home.
Sometimes the best thing about a place is that it's where you're from.
All right, Aveline. You have something worth doing?
My patrols may be empty walks in the dark, but there's something big coming up, and I could use you. An ambush, probably for a caravan, although I can't find any shipments that match up. Doesn't matter though. Highwaymen waiting for someone to rob. I'm putting a stop to it, my district or not.
Do you have a name or anything else to go on?
Not important. If we show up and they attack, they're bad. Simple as that. I'll wager it's smugglers, though. Like I said, seems like an obvious trap for a caravan.
I'm no guard, Aveline.
There's only so many of us. Temporary recruits are expected time to time, as long as they're competent. You still claim to be competent, right?
All right, Aveline. I'll play guard for you.
I knew I could count on you. They're hidden up Sundermount, remote and rough, but we can make good time with a shortcut this side. And no, you can't run off and do it without me. I trust you, but I have to be there. You're acting on behalf of the Guard.
You're acting on behalf of the Guard.
Stop kicking the wall.
Miss, please stop kicking the wall. It is with pride that I, your Viscount, grant the authority of law and civil enforcement upon the guardsmen of an independent Kirkwall. No more will we defer to the will of foreign troops, or draw a holy order into tasks unbefitting their mandate. These proud men and women will be of the people, and will enforce the laws we have elected for a civil and ordered society. And should the specter of invasion return, the noble guardsmen will conscript from the population. For who better to amass the people's will than the constables of law charged with its inspection? This is a great day, fair Kirkwall, and I am honored to appoint the first guard captain. Long may he serve the will of a free people. From Orlesian legacy, how institutions of the oppressors linger, the speeches of Viscount Michael Lafelle, collected by Philium, a bard. Oh, sorry, I mean Philium, a bard.
Fine day, sir.
Okay, alright. Oh shit, she needs to level up. Strength, Con, and Dex. Okay. I mean flanking. Yes. You will not flank my warrior.
Good luck getting in. I've been...
Don't need that. I'm gonna put all this stuff on and then immediately not need it because we'll go to our house and
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day.
immediately get a whole bunch of other stuff. Medicine. Everything's fine. Oh, I guess we have to go like actually into the doors first before we can go in there.
I don't like some of the
Lady
people you've been associating with, Carver.
Talk to my sister. She's the one in charge.
Maybe, but I know you get around. This
My
city's
word,
full of
Adeline.
people who are dead set on ending badly. I don't want to see you end up the same way.
Would asking you to stop spying on me help in the least?
No.
My. If it isn't Hawk. Still up to old tricks, Elegant? Lady Elegant, if you don't mind. I'm a married woman now. Last time we met, you were still in Athenral's employ. Things have been going well since then? Could be better. Could be worse. I often feel the same way. You may recall I sometimes provided potions for Athenral. I'd be willing to extend you the same courtesy if you like. All I ask is you inform me of any interesting reagents you find. In exchange, I'll approach my contacts on your behalf. And of course you'll need the appropriate recipes, such as this one. Free, for old time's sake.
Thank you, ma'am.
A market I can afford, and I don't want a bloody thing.
Something of yours, sir.
You did this. Not being begged and thrice paid. Interesting.
Without being big and thrice paid. A badly copied leaflet. Take back our streets! Ferelden refugees, Qunari soldiers. Who next? Tevinter slavers snatching children out of their beds? This ends now! Send a message that Kirkwallers will not accept this. We must band together to drive foreign waste from our doorsteps. Reclaim the free marches for the marchers. If you care about our future, join the Friends of Kirkwall. Reclaim our city. Lowtown sits in a massive cauldron-shaped pit that was once Kirkwall's first quarry. The district was constructed by slaves who carved the city and its harbor out of the rock. Today, Lowtown is a labyrinth of shantytowns, corridors, and hexagonal courtyards. Hexes in the local parlance. Lowtown's poorest live in caves hewn out of the cliff face. The district is shoddily built and bears scars caused by collapsing walls. Foundry smoke smothers the area. Only a cold winter storm clears the air. But the icy wind howling over the mouths of the mine shafts hardly count as relief. Occasionally, these dark town shafts erupt with gouts of foul air known as choke damp. It's not uncommon to find whole slums silently suffocated, frozen in the midst of everyday activity. The walls surrounding Lowtown are highest by the harbor. Its busiest street leads up to Hightown, where the wealthiest Kirkwalls perch. When one stands in Lowtown, all one sees, other than the rocky walls, is Hightown. It glitters overhead, always in sight, yet always beyond reach. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar, by Brother Genevieve. Get out of my way, guys.
Gather round, all. I bring you a priceless treasure from the highest heights of Tamarus's travel. A pouch of Andraste's ashes. Verified by the scholar Genevieve. These ashes cure any...
Free drinks for the guards.
The Hanged Man.
Accept, and you wake up in the alley.
Look at that.
Hey there, lovely.
Much detail. My gosh. The sounds out here are terrible.
You could do worse, Hawk. It's a roof.
Okay, well, I didn't complain about it, so...
Hard to believe they left me nothing.
Well, Mother was pretty steamed when you...
Hawk, your year's up and you're free to go. Despite what you think, we had a good thing working together. I might pass along an opportunity or two if you're willing to get your hands dirty. Stay safe. Greetings. You do not know who I am yet, but I've heard of you. I understand you might need items from my collection, as well as the means to obtain them. I do not extend this invitation to anyone, but you are not simply anyone, are you? Consider this an invitation to the Black Emporium. Enclosed are directions through the passages underneath the city, as is the charm to enter. If you give the charm to another, its permission will immediately be revoked, and the consequences will be unpleasant. Adieu, Xenon. To whoever elects to participate in the charitable deed of assisting the Vale family of Starkhaven, His Most Worthy Highness, Prince Sebastian Bale, has provided instruction for anyone brave and noble enough to attempt to eradicate the rabble who dared attack his family. 3 groups of Flint Company mercenaries have been sighted in the Kirkwall vicinity. One group makes camp not far from the Elves of Sundermount mountain range. The second has been seeking information on the docks after nightfall. The third is far from the main road off the Woodland coast. They are believed to have a small campsite well past any known landmarks. A princely award awaits whoever finds and defeats these rogues. May the Maker guide you. Chanter Talitha.
Ran off with your Ferelden apostate.
I'm still their daughter.
Okay.
Their eldest.
So many quests in here. Okay. I'm sleepy. So, we're gonna call it. Thank you for joining. Going to stream in the morning, most likely. So, see you in the